Hey folks, it's Greg with Strange RV Tours. Today I am at Bunkers Eden Memorial Park Cemetery in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm here to see Benny Binion and his son Ted Binion, the owners of the Horseshoe Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. Join me. Lester Ben Binion, also known as Benny Binion, 11/20/1904 to 12/25/1989. Benny Binion was I like to call him basically a gambling cowboy is what he reminded me of. He owned the Horseshoe Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. He originally started his gambling career in Fort Worth, Texas. He had a illegal gambling casino there. He also had a conviction for murder in Fort Worth, Texas. In fact, that's maybe part of the reason that he left the state to come out to Nevada. I don't know. When Benny purchased the Horseshoe Casino, he raised the table limits, and that infuriated a lot of other casino owners. The higher the limits in a casino, the better chance a player has of winning, because he can keep raising his bet, doubling his bet, and eventually he's going to win a hand and get his money back. With a limit, once you hit that limit, you can't go any higher. It makes it much harder for you to win your money back. So anyways, Benny also had a $3.95 steak special that just drove the other casino owners crazy. They couldn't believe, how can he make a living at those prices? The Horseshoe Casino was also the first casino in the downtown area to have carpet. He had a lot of innovations, but he also started the World Series of Poker. The first place that the World Series of Poker was originally held was at the Horseshoe. And when Mr. Binion passed away, ownership of the casino ended up going to Lester Ted Binion, his son, who is buried entombed right beneath him here in the mausoleum. Ted Binion, 11/28/43 to 9/17/98. And Ted Binion, his death made news because originally it was thought that he had overdosed or possibly committed suicide. He did overdose, but just a few days or less than a week, I guess, after he had passed away, out in Pahrump, Nevada, a police officer spotted some lights out in the desert and drove out into the desert to find out what was going on. He found a man out there by the name of Rick Tabish. And Rick Tabish was digging up a vault. And the vault was Ted Binion's vault. Ted Binion had between $7 and $14 million in silver hidden inside the vault for safekeeping. The police officer asked Rick Tabish what he was doing out there at 2:15 in the morning, and Rick Tabish told him that that he's a friend of Ted Binion's, and that he had actually helped build the vault for Ted, and he was under orders of the family to go out to the vault and retrieve all of the silver and bring it back to the family. The police officer asked Mr. Tabish if he had a phone number or somebody that he could call to confirm his story, and Rick Tabish, of course, said no, he didn't, that the family didn't actually know he was out there right now, that he was going to be heading back there with the silver. Well, the police officer arrested Rick Tabish and brought him in. Well, at that point, the theory that Ted had either overdosed or committed suicide, it expanded to a possible homicide, because it turns out that Rick Tabish, besides being his best friend, was also dating Ted Binion's girlfriend at the time. And so anyways, they were both suspected, her name was Sandra Murphy. And so Rick Tabish and Sandra Murphy became suspects in a homicide or possible murder. Eventually, Rick Tabish and Sandra Murphy were indicted and convicted of murder, but on appeals, they were acquitted. They did serve time for other crimes having to do with the death of Benny Binion, but they were not convicted of murder. So to this day, the death of Ted Binion is still mysterious, and nobody is actually sure exactly what happened. But Benny and Ted Binion were legends in this town. The Horseshoe Hotel and Casino was known to be the highest profiting casino in Las Vegas for years. Benny Binion and Ted Binion both believed in the same strategy, and that was cheap food, treat the customers right, and give them good, honest gambling. And they made a ton of money out here and built an empire with the Horseshoe Hotel and Casino. Also buried with, or also entombed with Ted and Benny Binion is Teddy Jane Binion, 11/6/1916 to 1/10/1994. She was Benny Binion's wife and Ted Binion's mother. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, the little bell up in the corner, and please share these videos. And until next time, we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.